This startup brings augmented reality to the creator economy. Arti co-founder and CEO Avner Vilan is today's guest on Oracle for Startups. Avner, thank you for being here. So what have you got to show us?
Maybe I'll just start with show, don't tell. I'll start with a demo. And actually, the demo's already started. I don't need this laptop over here. It's not really here. We are all storytellers. Our ancestors used to sit next to the fire and tell stories. And over the years, technology has changed. We moved from film to TV, and now everybody's on YouTube. But the basic human need to tell a compelling story hasn't. And AR is a great way to make your story look better, but current AR solutions in broadcast are expensive, complex, and in studio. Arti makes it affordable, easy, and you can do it anywhere, like I'm doing it from my home office. So how do we do this? How do we make this affordable to any video creator? What we do is that we run this graphic. This is graphic that could not be rendered on a normal computer. This is actually being run right now in real time in the cloud. So we run GPUs in Oracle Cloud, and in real time, we stream it here and make it look like it's right here on my desk, whereas it's actually somewhere, I don't even know where. So COVID has changed the way that we work, communicate, and play and interact with each other. And it's not going to go away. When Americans were recently asked, would you rather continue working from home? A staggering 68% said that they'd rather continue to work remotely, at least partially. So we need to find the technologies that will enable us to have more human-like communications, even if we're not in the same room together. So we could, interact better with each other. So this is my friend Ido. Hi, Ido. This is more like being here. We could work better. We could have, work environment being more interesting, more engaging when we want to talk about some professional things. And of course, we could play. AR dissolves the boundaries of the physical world, and it actually brings the virtual into the real. And I could bring things to my desk like no way before. This is who we are. This is what we do. And we're going to change the way that human interaction is done over video.
Well, that is a very fun little fireside chat and extended into the Tesla on your desk overview of Arti. I'm curious about which functionalities, which lines of business are going to be most disrupted and have the most to gain from Arti technology.
First and foremost, now everybody's a broadcaster. You can't really tell if you're on national TV or you're a YouTuber or a person streaming on Twitch doing it from their bedroom. And that's the big change that we're pursuing. We're going to bring this technology that was only available to high-end production and make it available to any video creator. So technology is going to be available to anybody, and now it's all about you and your content. So that's the biggest disruption. That's where we're starting, but this is also going to change corporate world. I mean, how many of us have spent hours and hours on Zoom calls or other video calls with share screen of death? This is like more engaging. This is more like being together. So it's all about making that interaction more engaging. And then once the metaverse, whatever that may be, will start to kick in, and we will have more and more hardware that will support more engaging interactions. We will see this, I think, all over our lives, in entertainment, in work, in socializing, everything. This is the new reality.
So I think the creator economy, TikTokers, YouTubers are already all over this, but what do businesses need to know about AR?
All of us are used to watching lots and lots of videos, and businesses cannot be left behind. They cannot say, all right, I'm used to one experience when I'm watching YouTube or TikTok or Instagram, and then when I go to my work environment, it looks like we're from a different era. This doesn't work anymore. So businesses need to adapt. Businesses need to adopt the new technology in order to grasp the people's attention, because our minds are being wired to the new way of interactions that we see on TikTok and Instagram, and businesses cannot be left behind.
Yeah, no, businesses are all going to have our own Tupac hologram moment going forward.
Mm-hmm.
So where do you think we'll see AR experiences pop up next?
Good question. I think that we will start with video, lots and lots of AR in video, because video is prevalent. And then more and more AR apps on the phones. And the big change is going to happen when AR hardware will start to kick in. There's massive investment with all major companies, whether it's Apple, Samsung, Google, all of them are investing in AR hardware, and it's going to happen. The question is just when and how it's finally going to look like, but there's no question of if.
So we've covered some use cases. I want to talk a little bit more about the Arti business. Who is your dream customer? What do they look like?
So our dream customer is a creator who's looking at a camera like myself and want to tell their story in a compelling way. So it could be somebody talking about sports, about games, about product reviews, or just how-to videos. Could be just lifestyle. Somebody just getting in front of the camera and telling about how their day was. And they could make that story a lot more engaging using AR. We're right now looking at creators who are kind of a business. So we're not going to, at the first step, to the entire creator economy. We want people who are doing this for at least part-time as a profession. So they will be able to also pay for it and see the benefit of it, get increased engagement, get increased ROI. So they use AR, they will see they get more engagement, more viewership. The number of subscribers will go up. So that's our first ideal customer. And then from there, we will expand to the entire creator economy and the entire video creators market.
So Arti is the first cloud-based AR platform, and we've talked a little bit about how cloud empowers the tool to be easier and more affordable, which is obviously a boon for content creators and people who may not have enterprise budgets. Can you talk more about how cloud is important to your business?
So cloud runs our business. That's an easy question. We, as a strategy, decided that our moat will be the fact that we're going to be the ones who will be able to run AR in the cloud, and thus enabling to provide AR as a SaaS service. So you get a subscription and you get the GPUs in the cloud that run your AR graphics, the broadcast quality AR graphics. You could do AR on the phone and you could do some really cool stuff, but the quality of the graphics will not be the same quality that you've seen here. So for us, that was a strategic decision to go and run Arti in the cloud to create that broadcast grade wow AR experience, because AR is all about the experience. If you believe that there's a fire in my desk, your brain will tell you, hey, this is engaging, this is something that's happening. If it's just like pixelated graphics, it's cool, but it's not the same exact experience. So for us, that was the strategy, and that's why we chose to focus on the cloud.
Mm-hmm. And when we're talking about quality, we're often talking about high performance computing, which leads me to my next question. You are a member of the Oracle for Startups program. Can you tell us a little bit about what led you into our program and how that experience has been?
We are looking for partnerships with the cloud vendors for the long term. We would like to have a cloud vendor that will be able to support us when we're not just starting with creators, but when we will have hundreds of thousands or even millions of users. We need to start that relationship early because some of the things that we will need are not developed yet. Because rendering engines and graphics qualities are being worked on every single day. You see the progress in this field in computer vision and computer graphics is staggering. For us, the partnership with Oracle is crucial for building this long-term relationship in terms of having a cloud supplier that we can trust on to be at the core of our service. That's strategically. Tactically, Oracle's opened a lot of new doors for us. Partnerships for Oracle, both within Oracle's. We have several initiatives that we've already started within Oracle, different business units, and also to potential clients and partners.
Yeah, the old saying goes, if you want to go far, go together. And that's kind of the ideology behind the Oracle for Startups program, the co-innovation, that virtuous cycle where it's startups ingenuity, but it's Oracle resources coming together for the greater good of our customers. So I love hearing that. And since we are on this journey into the future together, what's next for Arti?
Wow, there's so much to do. This is just the beginning. This is, the fact that we are running Unreal Engine and the level of graphics that you see there is mind-blowing. And we could take that graphics quality on one hand and bring to life pretty much anything that I want on my desk. So more content flexibility to our users. You'll be able to add more and more things that you'll be able to do here, and adding third-party applications that you'll be able to run in Arti. So we are building the platform that will enable you to bring whatever content you want on your desk, and blend that virtual into the real. So our journey is just beginning, and it's probably never going to end.
And as a remote employee, I'm very excited for more engaging Zoom meetings. So I want to personally thank you. What's the most exciting thing going on for Arti right now?
So we have lots of traction with creators, but the big news of today that we just found out that we are nominated for an Emmy for our technical achievements doing AR from a moving car with CBS Sports and SRX Racing last summer. This was a very, very cool project. We did it within, days. We managed to do AR within the moving car, showing the speed, the position of the car, all live data showing in front of national television, millions of viewers.
Final question, what advice do you have for startups and entrepreneurs who are thinking about joining a program like Oracle for Startups?
You need to understand that when you start a program like this, you don't know exactly where it's going to take you. And you will have to take that leap of faith that you will need to put a little bit of effort in the beginning on joining the program and doing whatever you need. And you may not see immediate results, but if you stick through it, your big opportunity may come just 6 months or 1 year or 2 years down the line. And if you wouldn't make that first step, you will never get there.
It's great advice. Avner, thank you for joining me. If people want to find out more about Arti, what should they do?
If you're interested, reach out to us, go to our website, arti.ar, and sign up for our early access program for the platform.